Greetings, Poppers. Brian here. First thing before getting into last week's recap and anything else, I would like to apologize for the delay in the release of this episode. I would like you all to know I took the extra time I had to make sure this episode was even more special for you all, and I think it really shows. Now, before we get into the recap of last week's episode, today's promo is brought to us by Microphones and Monsters.
Microphones and Monsters is a Cthulhu D&D actual play with a balance of horror, mystery, and comedy. Our story begins in a 1920s Magitech noir setting. We follow the story of Alistair.
That power is very much something that I need, and I don't want that to stop.
Victor.
I don't think I want to help you.
And Julian.
It's burning. What happened here can't see the light of day.
As they come face to face with eldritch horrors.
I don't think you could ever stop me.
And try not to fall into madness. Go to microphonesandmonsters.com or listen wherever podcasts are found.
I just can't believe that last episode, Poppers. Augustus defeated our favorite hodgepodge henshin team and took down the Gigazord. Obsidian was going to attempt to solo Augustus. Marcus was knocked unconscious, and the Bessie and Yuzi experienced existential dread. But all was not bad. Gabby leveled up, and thankfully Obsidian resisted his battle with the Colossus and rejoined the rest of the team, and they made their way back to the bakery. Wow, Poppers, I can't wait to see what we get into this week. No point delaying any further. Let's start the show.
Greeting listeners. By now you're probably thinking, after listening to the last episode, what the hell? Sean, what did you do? Susanna, what did you do? And is Marcus going to survive? Now, we're actually going to do something a little interesting because we're actually moving back because we have some special guests with us today to play some potentially one-shot characters and then our major guest for the next arc. Hey guys, how about you introduce yourself?
Hi, I am Derek, and I am playing as Pan D. Michaels.
All right, that's what we're doing? Okay.
That's all I got. I'm not plugging anything right now, so.
Okay. Well, I'm Richard Collins. You may know me from Microphones and Monsters, or voice acting gig on Stick Shift Incorporated, or a couple of guest shots here, there, or wherever. But, I'll be playing a character named Non-Lomax.
And I am Adam Culbertson. I'm the DM over on Microphones and Monsters, as well as the player in the podcast Ethereal Embrace.
Oh, and who are you playing, Adam?
Oh, yeah. I'm playing Lux again.
Yeah. We have our first Kesselheim one-shot character showing up in the main arc, which is going to be interesting because I think Adam only knows one thing that happened, and it isn't. So I think we are scaling back a day, or more, I want to say a couple hours at least, to it's this afternoon, Lux, after you saw off your friends. What were their names?
It was a mouse and a robot. That's all I remember.
Yeah, it was...
Was it Spanner and Addison?
Oh, yes, that's it. Yeah. You had just seen your friends Spanner and Addison off as they headed to their next adventure aboard the traveling ship, the Gambling Queen. You have Plum is still with you as your loyal sidekick now. It seems as, you offered her the chance to come and adventure with, or come with you, and, she's sweet on you because, you helped her out. You helped get her issues under control. In fact, I would say she's actually taking on she's not so much looking like a gargoyle. She looks more like a large familiar, though she's kind of nervous around people.
Okay.
And I think you would, since you're in town, you need to get this information that you found out to the henshin. I think you ask around, and you hear that apparently one of the town guard is a henshin. The Turtle Guard known as Yuzi had reportedly found some kind of device and was running around yelling "Happy Henshin" before fighting crime
All
in the
right.
city.
How do I find him? I'm gonna ask somebody. What was their name again?
Their name was Arwen Cedrics, and she is a shapely feminine inclined warforged with pink and white.
No, I meant
Colors.
the person that I'm asking for.
Oh, you're asking for Yuzi.
Hi, down here. Excuse me, down here.
Harlan kind of blanks for a moment and looks down and goes,
Oh, hello there.
I'm gonna wriggle my mouth tendrils, and I'm gonna say,
Oh, hi. I'm looking for a Yuzi. He's, I don't know what he is, but he's talking about Happy Henshin, something. Anything, do you know where I can find him?
Yuzi, yeah, I believe he's at when he's out running around fighting crime, he spends a lot of his time at the mansion. I know that that Miss Railco has been planning a lot more missions or something. I just know that I've seen him go there a lot, and I've seen him go there a lot. Well, at least when I'm finished dropping off the kids.
"Dear," and she motions to the children before behind her.
That mansion over there?
I'm gonna point,
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
and I'm gonna scurry off on all fours.
Okay. And I think this is actually a perfect way to bring in our other players. Because I think, Lux, as you're heading towards the mansion, you see a couple of weirdos head off with correction. You see a lot of interesting things as you're going through the city. You see a weird Wonari kind of tiefling hybrid that kind of reminds your friend, the apothecary owner, Arazriel, but he has actually bat wings and stuff, and he's throwing these two Wonari into a garbage can as you pass. The weird thing is that you're continuing towards the castle. You see this. Looks like there was a fight out here, and as you continue heading to it, you see two guards come out, and Derek, Richard, do you want to describe your characters for our listeners?
Sure. So Pandy Michaels is I didn't write down what size he was. Is he medium or small character?
He is small.
Okay. So you see a small character about gnomish size with green hair and cat-like features.
For Non, he is a bugbear tiefling, heretofore known as a beefling.
I approve.
He's a pretty bulky purple guy. Got some little horns up there, like some kind of raggy clothes, but doesn't seem to have any discernible weapons on him.
All right, so I'm gonna run up to them as they're coming out, and be like,
Hey, down here.
I'm gonna wriggle my mouth tendrils at them.
Hey, little fella, what are you doing? How can I help you today?
Are you Yuzi?
No, my name's Non.
What about you?
No, my name is Pan.
Oh,
I just love that voice already.
I'm looking for Yuzi.
Yuzi? Oh,
Some Happy Henshin something, I don't know.
and Pan kind of leans over to his fellow guard. What was the last time you saw Yuzi?
I don't know. When was the last time I saw Yuzi?
I had to pass it off.
Roll me a history check.
14.
I think the last time you saw Yuzi was actually they were inside the mansion with the Duchess Ryoko with a strange skeleton man as well. That was the weird thing of your day, is that apparently you found out that there's this weird skeleton man that's been fighting crime as well in the city. No, and I think it's one of those things that kind of, this is your life now kind of deal. That makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, I guess earlier I saw Yuzi, up here in the mansion, talking to Ryoko and some other guy, looked like a skeleton or something, but, I guess he's been fighting crime or something. What can you do?
Okay, so he's in there?
Well, yeah, I hadn't seen him come out, so I suppose so.
Okay, thank you.
And I'm going to start trying to run past them on all fours.
Oh, Pan immediately puts his hand out in front of you. Wow, where do you think you're going?
You told me where Yuzi is. Yuzi's in there. I gotta talk to Yuzi.
You can't just come barging into the mansion like that. If you need to talk to Yuzi, and if he is indeed in there, we can go let him know that you want to see him.
Oh, it's very important. It's very important. I gotta tell him right away what's going on. I gotta find a henshin. Can I go with you?
I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know. It kind of goes against the orders.
And as you say that, I think Pan, not even breaking eye contact, just reaches his hand down, and you see a little, basically a tiny badger just kind of pop out with just a small scroll out of his pouch. He takes it and looks at it. Yeah, no, definitely would be against our orders. I'm sorry, what was your name?
Oh, my name is Lux.
Lux. Yeah, you're not on the visitor list for today. And our orders specifically state not to let anybody else in if they're not on the visitors list.
Oh, well, this is like matter of like to save the world kind of things. Like I think it trumps a list.
I think as he mentions this, can I get a history check from Nan and Pan?
7.
That is a nat 1 on my part. Starting off strong like always.
Something about the word. Okay, I've got a nat 1. Okay, so Pan, you remember that one of the issues the city is dealing with right now is there's people dressed up that we've been told are dressed up as henshin attacking the city. Not on the other hand, it sounds familiar. I think you kind of remember, oh, hey, isn't that stupid thing that Yuzi cries out before he transforms?
Huh. Well, I mean, that definitely sounds like something that Yuzi would probably need to deal with, but, I mean, what can we do? Maybe if you just stay here, we'll just go and see if Uzi's in there.
Okay. It's very important. Hurry up.
I think Pan looks up at Nan. Our orders specifically say to stay here. Which one of us is going to go in there?
I'll go. You stay and watch everything.
All right.
And Nan will run off into the mansion.
Okay. I think you find Ryoko rubbing her temple in the main room, and you see that she's scolding Misty. Goes, Misty, I told you, Marcus is a friend, I guess, and he is a henshin. I've seen this, but we need to show strength, or otherwise we run the risk of people deciding, no, this isn't helping, we're not good at government. And Misty just looks at her, I'm sorry, Mom, but Marcus wants to help. He helped save the world, right? And Misty, and then Mal goes, I can't deal with this. Just go to your room. And then I think she kind of turns and sees you, Nan, goes, Nan, what else is wrong now?
So sorry to interrupt. I didn't really want to, but there's some little fella outside that really says he needs to see Yuzi.
Did they say why?
Some kind of emergency, something, henshin.
Oh, okay. Bring them in. Oh, they're usually left with Augustus and the other henshin, but if it's something important enough, they're mentioning henshin, we can use all the intel we can.
All right, well, I'll go get them. And Nan will go back outside.
While waiting, I do want to crawl up on the wall because I'm only 2 feet tall. I do want to crawl up on the wall, next to, was it Pan?
Yes, Pan.
next to Pan's head and be like,
I can help you watch.
I don't see why that would be a problem. I mean, we can't pay you as one of the guards. But not like we make a whole lot ourselves.
Oh, that's okay. Oh, hey. Big guy.
Yeah, so I talked to Ryoko, and, well, I guess Yuzi's not here right now, but she said to go ahead and bring you in to discuss.
See, I told you it's important. I have to go.
Well, I'm not saying it's not important, but we have protocols, okay?
I understand.
All right, well, this way.
and I'm going to scurry along on all fours.
Like Pan's going to take up the rear of it just to make sure that we have our visitor in between the two guards.
Okay, that works. I was just gonna, yeah, that works better than what I was gonna say. Okay, I think, and then so as you all enter, you all run into this large tiefling woman with a which I should have explained. I should have said that earlier, and I apologize for that, listeners. They run into a large red tiefling woman with a black coat / dress. It's almost like a modified dress where the shoulders have this fluffy material. It's almost like a biker's jacket if someone tried to put the minimum effect into turning it into a dress, basically. And there's as you enter the room, Lux, can you give me a perception check?
Yeah.
Because I think there's like 2 thrones in the room, and then there's not 2 thrones. There's a table in the room, and there's a strange hammer sitting in the middle of the room.
That's a 22.
Dang, okay. Which I would also say, Pan and Nan, you know this hammer as this is Ryoko's war. It's the hammer she's had since you've known her, and it's one of the things that made her so powerful. But Lux, as you walk into the room and you see this hammer, you've seen this hammer before. At least you've seen pictures of it in your research, because this is one of those items that you've been looking for. It is the artifact of Emis, the dwarven god of mercy, known as the Fool Breaker, a mythical throwing hammer that returns to the user.
Okay, so it's say that again.
It's like one of the things when you were in a previous arc, you had realized there were these mystical items, these artifacts.
Oh no, I just meant like the name of it. I know what it is.
Okay, it's called the Fool Breaker. It's a mythical great hammer that's actually also a throwing hammer, and it returns to the user as they throw it.
But it's a artifact of what? Or what you
it's
said?
The artifact of the goddess Emis, the dwarven goddess of mercy, and one of the great heroes who originally sealed away the god that Bowmeister was resurrected as corpse of.
All right. I'm gonna immediately continue scurrying, and then as soon as I see that, I'm going to beeline straight to the hammer and start rubbing my mouth tentacles all over it, like inspecting it.
Dan draws his crossbow.
Oh, I didn't know you had this here. Is this Yuzi's?
No, that is actually mine, Mr.
Lux, step aside.
Oh, I'm Lux. Yes, are you a henshin?
No, I am a duchess, but you're saying this is a henshin weapon? I hadn't heard of, huh?
It's the artifact of the goddess Emis. It's the Fool Breaker.
Huh. I didn't know it had a name. She seems kind of intrigued by this and rubbing her chin goes, Are you the one that they mentioned has information for the henshin?
Yes. Where are the henshin? I was told that they were here. Or Yuzi. Happy henshin.
Yes. Yuzi, he had actually, well, I'm sorry to say, Lux, he had actually left earlier this morning. We had some visiting henshin from Azamar Grove that we're dealing with the situation. Someone's seems to be making evil henshin.
Oh yeah, that's not good. I need to talk to the good henshin.
I think she kind of rubs her chin and goes, Pan, Nox, would you happen to... And then, as she says this, you guys all hear a rumble echoing across the city and a roar louder than anything you've ever heard.
Yeah, I told you it was a bad idea letting him in here.
Well, I don't know. I don't think that this little thing could have made that noise.
And then an alarm echoes through the castle and through a crystal ball in the corner, a makeshift magical loudspeaker. You hear the following expression: "Alert! Alert! Code Cottage! Code Cottage! Giant monster on the loose!"
That's not me. Is there cheese?
I suppose it could be a big cheese monster, but I mean, we can't really see it from here. Code Cottage, we haven't dealt with that in how long?
It's been a while, because Code Cottage is the code based off of a visitor to the city who had set up a lab. I would say you guys know that the previous heads of the city, before they kind of ran off after the last giant monster attack, had studied under him. So Code Cottage is typically where some lucky idiot finds a mad scientist's lab. And best get you guys have always had, because this place is always destroyed by the time you guys deal with the giant monster. But some lucky idiot went in and chugged the nearest potion they could find. And I think Ryoko kind of motions for you all to follow as she heads to a nearest window.
All right. Well, Non will follow in line.
Yeah, follow.
Yep, same.
And as you guys head to the window, you see erupting out of the graveyard in the city a giant dragon turtle. And Pan, can you roll me? You could use history or perception, your choice.
21 for Non.
History is going to be a 17 for Pan.
Oh, and Non's is perception, if it matters.
Something about this dragon turtle seems familiar, and then you notice it has these vague things, pieces of clothing, drift like not even like clothes. It's not clothing on this giant monster. It's just like cloth hanging off of the spikes and everything. It looks like the clothes Augustus left this morning with the henshin in. And for Pan, you also kind of get the feeling, wait, I know these facial features. I've dealt with making things and learning how to make things. What the hell? That's Augustus. What the hell did he do?
Ryoko, that's...
Well, undoubtedly something dumb.
How could he have done it? I've never seen anything like this. Ryoko, what are your orders?
I think Ryoko is just like, her eyes kind of go wide and then they narrow. It's like, evacuate the mansion. I get the order out. I'm trusting you. She looks down at Lux. I just met you, but the fact that I trust your energy, little one, little Lux.
All right.
Help them get my family out of here, and then all of Nadoku, we will put all our power into helping you with whatever you need.
Okay, that works.
Okay. So I know Non and Pan, you kind of know the layout. You know, the easiest place to get to first would be Miski's room, and I think as you're I'm already so you guys gonna just but you can also go to Belladonna's room, but I think the quickest path you can think is hit Miski, then get Belladonna, and then loop back out, if that makes sense.
Like, is everything like laid out in a loop, or is it like off in different directions?
It's not necessarily laid out in loop, but just where their rooms are, because Belladonna moved her room closer to Misty, because since Misty thought for the longest time she was gone, if that makes sense, because she thought that Misty was dead.
So more kind of like a line.
Not Misty was dead. Belladonna was dead. Yeah.
Like, I guess maybe a more accurate question is, in going to all of these rooms, would we have to pass back through the room we're in? Like, are we going like back and forth, or would it just be like one straight line?
It would be kind of one straight line, just where your room you're in now. Ryoko's, I would also say Ryoko's already leaving to like rally everyone to deal with because of the repercussions of a giant monster. You always want to have people out there evacuating and stuff. So it's more, her orders are to get her family and then get them out of the castle in case this thing comes and smashes it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah. Well, maybe we should start with Miski.
All right, yeah, I'll follow your lead.
And Non will go ahead and run off in that direction.
Okay, then as you guys are running in that direction, I need perception checks from everyone.
20.
15.
14.
I think Non is the one who noticed this first. There's just a weird sound in the hallway as you're heading. It's almost like music as you guys all turn around a corner, and you see this strange figure it's hard to tell what color he is because he keeps on changing colors, like there's something wrong, like almost like a glitch. If you would think of it glitching out video game, as this figure with this strange leaf-in shield and jagged sword, and it's staying around blackish, bluish, purplish cycling clothes as he lets out a mighty "yeah" and slashes into one of the turtle guards that were watching Misty's room, as you see that G-Dog, Cliff, and Trevor, also known in the guards as Tress Turtle Boys, are laying unconscious in the hallway as the strange music plays. It almost seems to be playing from the man, even though as he's fighting, like it's just as you encounter the Game Raider.
The Game Raider.
And I need initiative from everyone.
All right, that's going in dice jail. That is another nat 1.
Well, I am rolling exceptionally well, so expect me to do nothing this combat.
7.
So, let's see. Total 23.
Okay, so the start of combat is none, as you see this figure turn towards you and the party.
Okay. So, let's see. Pretty close in, like it's not very far from us right now?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Non is going to actually run up to the figure, and he's going to attempt to grapple, and I guess we'll kind of get into that once we get a roll and results.
All right.
Trying to remember exact grapple rules for 5e.
I thought it was... Yeah, I know it's let's see, grapple rules.
I thought it was just opposing strength checks, isn't it?
Well, I thought there was like some kind of like attack roll to it first.
Okay, yeah, it is. Okay, it is you to attempt grappling someone. You make a strength check, and then they can oppose with a strength or acrobatics, because it's a matter of if they're trying to outmuscle you or if they're trying to duck out of the way.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Cool. So let's see. Well, my result is going to be an 11.
Okay. Oh, shoot. He rolled a 12 on athletics. Guys, you try to go and grapple in, and you just see him kind of like extend his arms out and kind of break the grapple with a mighty "yeah." That does not seem to have a major vocabulary at the moment.
Okay, and just to make sure, so from what I see, like grappling, if you have multiple attacks, like it only counts as one, so I'd still have like an actual attack. Is that
Yeah.
correct?
Correct.
Okay. So after being kind of thrown off of the grapple, he'll just go ahead and throw a right hand punch at him to follow up.
Right.
That's going to be 25 to hit.
That hit.
That's going to be for 7 bludgeoning damage.
Hey. Right. He takes the hit.
And that should wrap it up for Anon.
Okay. He is going to swing back with his legendary blade as you see him slash cross, then back across. Then I think he is going to try to hit you with his shield for a follow-up. Oh, okay. That's a 25 to hit for the first one.
Mm-hmm.
18 to hit for the second.
Mm-hmm.
And a 20 to hit for the knockback. Actually, wait, no, that would be... My bad, I misread the thing. I would actually need a strength saving throw for the knockback.
Okay. Strength save is 23.
Okay, the strength save passes, so I think he slashes you twice. Oh yeah, do those hit?
Yes, they hit. Both.
Okay. Okay, the first one is 4 damage. The second one is 7 damage.
Okay. 11 damage total.
Right, and then it is Lux's turn.
Hey, is this a humanoid?
It is a humanoid.
All right. I'm gonna run up next to Non, because Non is right on top of this dude. Right? All right, so I'm gonna run up next to Non and like kind of get behind his leg and like peek around and be like,
Hey, down here.
and I'm gonna start wriggling my tentacles at him in my mouth tentacles, and I'm going to cast Charm Person, and I'm gonna be like,
Hey, look.
or yeah, let me see if he saves, and then I'll
okay. All right.
It's a Wisdom save.
Wow, I rolled really well on this. Oh. 20.
Yeah, it beats 16.
And be like, hey, up there. Hey, we're just trying to help get the people out of here. Like, if you could help us, that would be great. You know. I mean, I'm not trying to hurt anybody. My friend here, he just got excited, and yeah, can you help us?
I think he looks down at Lux, and there's this distorted voice. He goes, "I serve the true lord of this land."
Oh well, I'm the ruin warden, just right down the road. Like, I'm the warden of the ruins. That's the ruler of the land, right?
And I'm done.
Okay, then it's Pan's turn.
Okay, so Pan is going to run to the nearest turtle boy that is downed, and he wants to cast Cure Wounds.
All right.
That is going to be for 12 hit points.
All right. Can you roll me a d6?
3.
Okay, that is going to be, you heal the one with the hammer, which is Trev. He is the bulkiest of the 3, and you see him get up, and he's like, what's going on?
The mansion's under attack. Get him.
Got it. All right, I got it. Time for round 2, jerk off. And I think, let's see. Okay. So he swings and he misses because he only rolled a 10.
I knew I should have healed G.
Okay, and now it's Pan's turn. Oh wait, no, that was Pan's turn. So Non's turn. Sorry.
Double turn.
Double turns. Non's gonna go ahead and try and go for another grapple.
All right.
Better. This time it's a 16.
Okay, I'm gonna say because he was focused on Lux, he is going to go with acrobatics on this, which will not pass. That's a 13.
Yay! Okay, so with this grapple, Non is going to actually use one of his special grapple moves. So he's actually going to just leg up really quick to grasp the guy's head between his legs, and then kind of spin around and throw him just back away from the door.
All right.
So it's going to require a Constitution save.
Okay. All right. Constitution
And DC
save.
is 17.
22.
Okay. So he'll take 4 damage and he'll get thrown 5 feet.
So you both see Non, like Richard said, just wrap his legs around this guy's head and throw him, and he tumbles for a bit, but I think he kind of stabs his sword into the ground and kind of skids to catch himself. And I believe you have another attack, Richard.
That is true. So Non will chase after and give him another good right hook, and probably miss pretty badly. It's going to be a total of 9.
Yep, that's gonna miss. I think the game raider just kind of ducked because he sees you coming, because he stabbed the sword into the thing. He's kind of seems just kind of rock to the back to the side and away.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's gonna swing at you twice with his blade, and then he pulls this. But then his third attack, he's going to grab this strange flickering boomerang from his belt and throw it at Lux, because he did not like that he tried to say he was the Lord of the Land. Okay, that's 21 for the first hit.
Yeah, that hits.
That's the first. That was for the two Non. 19.
Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering if the system I used to do this really is scaled right. Ooh, that's a 27 to hit Lux.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. That's 8 for the first sword swing. 7 for the second sword swing. 5 as the boomerang hits you, Lux, and then you feel really weird as it kind of goes through you. And Pan.
Yes.
Does a 15 hit?
It does not.
So I think as this happens, you kind of feel it, and you kind of duck out of the way as it boomerangs out, and it boomerangs back to the game raider. And then it is Lux's turn.
Ow. How tall is the ceiling?
I want to say the ceiling is 12, maybe 12, 15 feet.
Okay.
Does that sound right for a mansion? I'm not using dimensions of a mansion.
I don't know the dimensions of a mansion and its hallways. The dimensions. All right, so I'm going to start climbing up the wall, and I'm gonna get on the ceiling. And is there like chandeliers or anything to hide behind on the ceiling?
Yeah, there's chandeliers on the ceiling.
Okay, I'm gonna position myself, hide behind it. But I'm going to cast grease on the game dude.
Okay. And I believe that's a dex save.
Yeah, it's dex save.
All right. Adam, this is just like before. 24. I'm not intending. I'm switching dice. This one is rolling too consistently high.
Well, so he's gonna. How is he dodging it?
I think he's dodging it slightly. If he's kind of
So the 10-foot square could hit on the other side of him on the ground.
Okay.
So now that's difficult terrain behind him 10 feet of difficult terrain. Slick grease covers the ground. It just didn't hit him.
All right, and then it is Pan's turn.
Okay.
Sorry, Adam, do you have anything else? Sorry, my bad.
No, making any kind of check would be an action, wouldn't it? I want to know what that boomerang is. If would I know what that boomerang is?
Do me a history. I would say do me a history check or Arcana.
Okay, if I could do that as a bonus action because I just used an action.
I think it works for a bonus action because it's just informing you of something.
Okay.
I'll allow it.
That is 26.
You recognize that boomerang as a phantom boomerang. You've heard about it in stories, and I think that's where it kind of clicks to you what this creature is. The sound of the music around it. You know what a Game Raider is in that it is it's the code, one of the alternatives to the weave that you can take magic from in this world is strange in a way. It fuels magic in many things in the world. Sometimes things leak through from other sorts of codes, games, books, and stories. This thing is sort of like a memetic hazard almost, in that it is the concept of a story made manifest in a pseudo person.
Okay.
And you get the sense from the fact the music is around, this was a creation from a bardic inspiration, bardic magic.
Okay, cool. And me hiding behind the chandelier, is that gonna be half
That's
cover?
gonna be. Okay. I would say the size of Lux, it would be covered, because I could see you just like in a cartoon standing on the chandelier itself.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you. That's my turn.
Okay. And then it is Pan's turn.
Okay. How you feeling, Non?
A little rough.
All right. So I think Pan is then going to use his ability. I believe it was Fire. I didn't write down the name of it, but he's going to hop half of his speed directly to him.
Yeah, it's Fire, as in like a cannon.
And he is going to Cure Wounds. For 9 hit.
All right. Thanks. That feels a lot better.
And then while he does this, his little badger friend decides to hop out of his pouch and rush over and bite at the Game Raider.
All right.
I love the badger.
And that is an 18 to hit.
All right, that hit.
For 9 damage.
All right. It's not looking hurt yet. I kind of planned this where I figured this is one combat, so it's beefy. So if you guys want to, it's the main combat. So if you want to hit it with it hard, if that makes sense. Okay. Yeah, he takes a bite out of. I think he just kind of runs over and he just takes a bite out of his leg, and you hear it go, "Ah!" And it's not looking happy. It doesn't like being bitten by badgers.
Go figure.
Right, it's Nun's turn again.
Do we still have the Turtle Boy up?
Oh, Turtle Boy, yes, Turtle Boy. I forgot Turtle Boy. Trust Turtle Boy. Trevor goes in for the swing. You kind of get the sense why he went down, because you see him swing and he missed again because he got a 9. The sad thing is this actually has stats. Okay, and now it's Nun's turn again.
All right. You're not very nice, and I'd really prefer it if you'd just lay down already. And so Nan is going to give a pretty good wind up here, and he's going to try and unleash just a massive punch on this guy, the Game Raider.
All right.
Total to hit is 17.
Okay. Oh wait. Oh, the badger's next to him. You have flanking. You rolled.
Okay, then 17.
Shoot. Okay, that just misses.
All right. Well, it'll just miss, and he'll feel a pretty nice breeze.
I will say Detroit Smash works like every attack, so it's like Paladin Might. It triggers on hit. So.
Okay.
And it counts as a normal attack.
Okay, so there's multiple So I guess what I'm saying is like I could try and do the same again.
Yeah. Until
Okay.
it hits, then it's not.
Okay.
I'm basically treating it like a smite, basically.
Well then he will miss sending that delightful breeze, and just spin all the way right around for a second go.
Okay. And you still have advantage.
Okay. Okay, well, I guess the total is going to be 24 because both times I rolled a 17.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay.
Much better.
All right. So does that hit?
That hit.
I don't want to make any assumptions, okay? So as he's spinning around for the second hit, he'll let out a pretty good Detroit smash. And he will attempt to knock this guy like into a wall just because he has nobody to knock him into. And I don't know if it would do anything, but it's cool. So he's gonna try and knock him 15 feet back into a wall.
Okay. I would say. No.
Did he get knocked through the grease?
Oh, he got knocked into the grease. You knocked him into the grease, so I think I have to roll again if he goes into the grease.
It's dexterity saving throw or fall prone. 16 to beat.
Okay. Sorry, it's 19. I changed dice. I'm changing dice.